Hey everybody! Happy Tuesday, wherever you are. So, it's been a while since I've done a video. I can't remember the last time I made one. I had 2 weeks of band camp. First week was evenings. I think I made one around that time. Then we had the solid week of days from 9 to 5, except for Friday. Fridays at 9 to noon, and then a pool party at night. Yeah, and it was a good bunch of camps. I had a few kids away, unable to make it, so we had to catch them up this week. Which I don't know what other schools or programs do that compete. I think it's the nature of the beast. You have to tolerate a level of like the one kid missed for a family trip. Like it's an annual family trip. Like they've been taking it for years. Should we expect the family to move their whole plan to take a family trip to another country that they always go to? Because I don't think so. I don't think that's reasonable. I don't think that's reasonable. I'm a proponent of families, and yes, I believe there's great value in activities, but I don't believe that band is one of those activities that requires you to totally upturn your entire life. But that's me, and I'm sure there are differing opinions and different philosophies, and I can understand different perspectives. That there's real value in doing that, and anyway, it was a good couple weeks. Tonight's the first week. Tonight's the first night since band camp, so we'll see what people retained. Had a great time the last day of band camp. Really pushing on the drum line. They responded well to me, and by pushing I mean it. Cheering them on, challenging them, critiquing them, calling them to be better. They handle it really, really well. And the director was happy with their performance that day, their level of engagement and their performance. I think that we can do great things this season. We'll see how it goes. This weekend I went out and tested my marching and playing chops. Whoa, am I rusty? I finally got out. Should have got out in June, but it's okay. It's alright. I'm not going to stress it. I made some progress. Literally was just doing 8 to 5, back and forth, forward march, backward march, with a I forget what it's called, where you pause on count 8. You don't take that first step on your left. Stop and go. That's what I'm going to call it. So you march 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and then you take the second step on your right. I haven't done that in so long, and I did record it. I have a little action camera I bought. I was hoping to record that and then post that as a separate video, but my settings were messed up. I had it set for time lapse, so it's just me going back and forth in the picture, so it's no good. So hopefully I'll do, not hopefully, I plan to do that again, potentially tomorrow, but probably not till, I don't know how soon. We'll see, but potentially tomorrow. I should try to go tomorrow, but it was good, and I definitely am learning. And I did made some progress. I think I was out for about 40 minutes, trying to get my feet under me and work on my platform and my roll step and playing in time, which is definitely something I don't remember being so hard. I don't know if it's rust. I don't know if it's probably just rust. It's straight up rust. Where I haven't marched, I wasn't the greatest player in college. Last time I did this, really. It was good, it was decent. I had the best chops I had. My chops are probably better now than they were then, to be honest with you. I don't remember. I feel good playing. Playing feels really good. Just got to work on the marching and the playing together, and getting my body used to that. I'm not used to it from being so inactive, sitting on my rear end for basically a straight 2 years. I mean, I went to work and stuff, but except for marching band last year, I didn't do anything at all prior to, like, for 2 or 3 years. Been involved in something else that got me out occasionally, but that was pretty rare. So I definitely have been sitting on my rear end for a solid 2 years for the most part, and I can feel it. And of course, I'm not young, so you know, my body is that much older, so it's that much more difficult. But I'll get there. I'm confident I'll get there. It's just a matter of how soon. We'll get there, though. I think in about a month. In about a month, if I do it a couple times a week. What I should do is just mark it off in my backyard. I should just get out there with some spray paint and march off a 8 to 5. Measure it out with a yardstick, tape measure, 5 yards, and mark it off. It's literally what I should do. Let's make a box in my backyard. But that might be what I end up doing, because then I don't have to travel to a field, and I don't have to worry about a field being available. Yeah, so I'll probably do that next week. We're going away this weekend, so this weekend's pretty much gone, and I got to get ready for my sons to go back to school next week. So I've got a couple things to do in the next 7 days, and limited time to do it between band practice and going away for the weekend. Playing feels good. Chops feel good. I feel stronger than ever. Speed is not really there yet. I probably was a little faster in college, so I got to keep working on my speed. You know, at band camp I didn't really play. I didn't do my pad routine or anything. In fact, I really want to try to get off the pad and play on the drum more, because it is a different feel. It is a different feel. So it'll be good to be on the drum. I am looking at, for the show that the high school band I'm working with, that they're doing, they have a lot of rim work with the snares. Four note triplets, an 8th note pattern on the rim, and it's inaudible. It's inaudible. Like you're not hearing that, right? It's not gonna cut through other things. So I did switch it over on the drum guy let me try and switch over to dreads for the beginning of the show, but then there's like 3 other times in the music that the snares play or some variation of that on the rims, and it's not there. I don't like it. You can't hear it. It's meaningless musically. And if you listen to the recording of the show, it's definitely not on the rim. I don't know what electronic voice they used to express it, or if the voice that's electronically in there that's a rim doesn't sound like an actual rim. I don't know. But the sound in the recording does not sound like an actual rim. So it sounds much more like a dread, much more of a scratchy type sound. I'd almost rather than play on the head, really quiet, like 1 inch. That to me would be better than the rim. But I'm also looking at, like, I'm going to talk to the drum guy tonight, the caption head tonight, about other options, about looking at maybe some of those stacks. Rhythm Tech makes a nice metal stack. I literally could make something if I knew somebody that was a metal worker. It wouldn't be hard to make something out of, like, you know, thin steel that's rolled. It would not be that hard to make. I don't think, but I think it would sound pretty good. I don't like the rim at all. The rim sound is not working for me. I don't think a wood block would work. I feel like it has to be kind of a scratchy, metal-y sound. So anyway, I'm going to talk to him about options for that are not that expensive. Spend a lot of time planning out for the boosters, because I'm also presiding over that organization. And that's taking a lot of my time, but I love it. I'm not complaining. It's a challenging, fun thing, and I've in my lifetime I've done a lot of service, be it church, be it fraternity, band fraternity, Kappa Psi in college. I was the president, VP, and president of that organization for a number of years. That chapter, which no longer exists, at Kutztown University. And so I've got a lot of experience professionally that helps me, and volunteering that helps me serve in that role. Learned a lot last year doing it for the first time. A lot. I learned a lot. Still learning. Because now this year we have a different concessions situation. We're blessed to have a concession stand of our own at football games. There's 4 or 5 other booster clubs that have concessions and stands at football games. We are one of those. It's us, football, technical, TSA, it's called technical club or group, cheerleaders. There'll only be those 4. It's just those 4. And so it's a great blessing to be able to raise a consistent amount of money like that. But it's a lot of work. And planning the menu, what we're selling. We can't sell the same thing as other people, so it's not, you know, we don't have 4 stands selling hot dogs, right? So they really try to keep the menus diverse, which makes perfect sense. So our menu winds up being a little more carnival food and a little better food. You know, better than a burger and dogs. You know, sausage sandwich, things like that. Anyway, I got to I'm figuring out the menu and all that. And that's got to be resolved this week because our first football game's in a week and a half. So this week I got to get a lot of things figured out or finalized. So my plan will be to get that finalized by Thursday so that we can get communication out to band parents for to volunteer to make stuff and work the stand and all that. So last year I didn't have to do much of that at all. So maybe I'm going to be much more involved than I was last year in that process. I already am, but in working the stand and counting things and all that. Hoping to still be free pretty much at football games, but maybe not. I might enjoy being in the stand most of the game. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I get enough volunteers. I'm not expected to be there the whole time. I'll go in, I'll help set up and tear down and maybe work halftime. So I'll like do pre-game, halftime, post-game, or, you know, yeah. So the 3 times when the football's not happening, and see how it goes. So anyway, feeling good. I got a whole new wardrobe. Don't think I overspent. I'm starting to wear a watch, stuff like that. Just trying to take my appearance more seriously. I upped my hair game so that I felt more confident with my hairstyle. Now that I feel more confident overall with my body, I'm splurging a little bit on better hair care. I need to get some better skin care as I get older here. Trying to maintain a little bit of my girlish, maintain my skin a little bit as I age. So that's been fun. Work's been going good. 2 days of training down. Got 3 more to go. Actually 4 more to go because then kids come back on next Tuesday. So should be good. Looking forward to a great week of band here, these 2 nights, and a weekend of family fun. So peace, love, and understanding. Bye.